beautiful, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this week's new makeup releases. We are going to chat about the new makeup that's been released, announced and sneak peeked, and I am going to let you know my thoughts about it and you let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you haven't been here before, do consider subscribing. I am right now uploading every day until Christmas, but Christmas is upon us. But I will go back to my normal uploading schedule after that, at least for the rest of December. So I'm not leaving you yet, I'm not disappearing, but yeah, we are very much at the end of vlogmas and I'm excited. I am excited. It's been a lot of fun. And yeah, my hair, I wanted to do some like tight curls and then I let some of it down and I actually liked it more up. I think this is like, I don't know what this is, but I like it. I think it's cute. I did film this look. I actually did use the Aurora Struck palette. I really love the blue shades in this one. I thought this entire palette was really nice quality, but I especially like the blue shades. So I wanted to do a look just with the blue ones because blue is my absolute favorite color when it comes to eyeshadows. So I will have that reel up as soon as possible. I'll also put it on my Instagram, on my TikTok in case you're interested. If you want to know what's on my face, if you're interested in the lipstick or the eyeshadow, any of that, I will put that in a pinned comment. And all the things that I'm going to be talking about in today's episode, I'm going to have in the description box with links and codes and all of that in case you're interested in any of these things. I will say, I feel like we're getting quite some actual fun releases towards the end of the year. Normally, like, we are left with the boring releases at the end of the year, but I feel like this year there's actually quite a few things where I'm like, huh, I could see myself trying that. I'm gonna scoochy to the side. I can be over here. Move the light a little bit. This is what happens when you don't have any staff to help you out. I'm a one-woman show over here. Let's talk about the weekly Colourpop segment. Although I will say this Colourpop thing is not being released until the 26th. But I actually, when I saw this release, I went like, ooh, because I really like this one. This is they're releasing two new palettes. They're called Sage the Day and Petals and Pointe. And then there are some Super Shock shadows. And I really like this green palette. I feel like this is it is like a green and neutral palette that's a little different from the Child palette. I feel like the neutrals are not as cool tone in this one as they were in the Child palette, and I really like the two light greens in this palette. I feel like Colourpop lately, I mean, I am wearing Colourpop Pastel today. I feel like they have really done like palettes that I like, which is I like when palettes have a matte pastel in them, because I love mixing and matching pastels with jewel tones or pastels with brights or just having the contrasting looks. And I feel like maybe that's why I've been so intrigued with the Colourpop releases lately, because I feel like their color stories have just really been speaking to me. So this one is not available yet. They are apparently taking a break for Christmas. Listen, even Colourpop takes a break for Christmas. That should be your reminder that you are allowed to take a break for Christmas as well, if you're celebrating. If you're not celebrating Christmas, I hope you're having a good weekend anyways. But this one is coming on December 26th on the Colourpop website. Colourpop did give me a code. My code is Angelica and you'll get some money off your order at Colourpop. But yeah, I think these are really, really cute. I am heading to my friend over Christmas. I'm going to Heather Austin's for Christmas, and I will still have videos. I'll do a video maybe either the end of December, which is like now, but like the end of December or the beginning of January, where I talk a little bit about my plans for my channel. Maybe that will be like one of my first videos in January, because I will never be the kind of YouTuber that disappears, because I love makeup, I love filming, I love YouTube, I love what I do here, but I do want to take some time off because I want to play World of Warcraft. But I don't think I'll be disappearing entirely. Now I'm discussing this anyways. Listen, this is not what this is about. But I'm gonna have a video where I'm trying new makeup, because I actually have a new foundation and a new concealer. I'll talk about that after this one that I want to try out. And I was thinking I could film that when I get back from Heather's. And if I have this palette in PR, are you interested in seeing me trying this one out? Because I feel like it could be fun, because I really like how these are looking. That green one especially. The pink one has a pastel in there as well. I'm just intrigued. There's something about this. I think that like the past 2 years, I've been very intrigued with the whole concept of a half neutral, half colorful palette. even though there are absolutely no neutrals to be found in this eye look today. There's something about that that's been very intriguing to me, and I feel like both of these palettes are doing that concept very well. Let's talk about the concealer that I bought, because I actually made an order from Ulta, and I bought a new foundation that I'm going to be trying out. It's the NYX foundation that I talked about last week. I actually bought that foundation at the NYX website, but I used to get the best customer service when I was ordering from the brands directly, but that has not been the case the past years. So I think I will actually stop buying from brands directly unless I know for a fact that they have good customer service, because I got a very weird message from NYX. I'll talk about that maybe in the video, but yeah, I did buy the foundations from Ulta as well. They're already here. And I also bought this new concealer from Makeup Revolution. They were releasing the IRL Filter Finish Concealer. This is a soft matte concealer, which is something that I like. I like a concealer that is a soft matte, like not a flat matte, has a little bit of a sheen, but I don't want a glowy, a hydrating, or a super creamy concealer. That usually on me, I don't like that in my under eyes. That's personally, I know some people love that, but I don't love that on me. So I bought this concealer. I will say the foundation, I didn't hate it, but it was definitely not a favorite. I did declutter it. If you are interested in binging some declutters, all my declutters are now up on my channel. I have a very bingeable declutter series if you're interested, like a playlist if you're interested. I did get rid of the foundation, but I thought I'd give this concealer a try, because a lot of people always tell me, if you're gonna try Makeup Revolution, try their complexion products. I have not had the best luck with that, but I will say some people love them so much, so it makes me realize that I probably just haven't found the right formula for me. That's why I keep trying. So I'm hoping that this concealer is gonna be as good as their cream bronzer is, because their cream bronzer is so good. I might have gotten a shade that's too light though. We'll see when we try it out, but yeah, I already have it here. There's also some lip liners, a liquid lipstick, and some powder in this collection as well. This is available at Ulta. I will link it down below. But yeah, I did end up buying that one, and I also ended up buying this one. I just watched Kelly Gooch predictions video, predictions for 2023. I just had my predictions up as well. And one of the things that she said is that she was like, this is going to be the year of dupes. And I think she might be onto something, because now we also see this one. This is Tarte Cosmetics is releasing this Sculpt Tape bronzer. They're really going in on this shape tape thing. They're not letting that one go. They're holding on to that one for dear life. Like some brands are holding on to Pillow Talk or Orgasm. You know what I'm talking about. I did buy this one. This is available at QVC. You got it with a brush. I mean, I don't really care about that, but it is what it is, I guess. I thought it was really hard though to decipher what kind of shade I was gonna get. It's because there is a soft bronze and then there's a cool bronze, but in the swatches, the cool bronze seems more neutral than the soft bronze, and then there is a warm bronze, a deep bronze, and a rich bronze, which all seem too dark for me, which is good. I mean, at least 50% of the shades should be too dark for me, so I do appreciate that. And even though this is an obvious, they're obviously inspired by Charlotte Tilbury. I mean, Charlotte Tilbury has had her product available for what? 6 years, 5 years. I mean, she's had that product for a really long time, and it's still only 2 shades. Yes, it is a sheer buildable formula, but it's still only 2 shades. So I mean, at least if you're gonna dupe it, at least make it better, either more affordable or more shades, and at least they're doing that. So I ended up buying this soft bronze because I was so unsure what I was gonna get. So yeah, I'm gonna try this one out as well. I actually do have quite a lot of fun things to try out. New foundation, new concealer, this bronzer thing. I also bought that glow thing. We can try that one out from Tarte. So I think, and also if I get that Colourpop, I think it could be a fun video. I'm hoping it will be a fun video. I'm actually excited to be trying those things out. Did I buy anything else? I don't think. I think that those two are the things that I bought. There are though one thing that I think I will get, and I am almost out of my cleanser, so I wanted to get another cleanser because I do a double cleanse. I do some kind of a, right now I'm using the Peach and the Lee oil. I love it so much. It is my second one. I mentioned in my favorites, my yearly favorites. It's amazing. So I use that one, and then I use a cleanser that I wash off with water. That's how I like to do my cleansing. That one I'm almost out of, and now I saw that Glow Recipe is releasing an Avocado Ceramide Moisture Barrier Cleanser. and I really like the Avocado Ceramide serum. I know I was really harsh on that serum in the beginning, but I actually loved it. I went through it, I rebought it. I did film in empties. That's coming right after Christmas, and you will see that I went through that. And I already repurchased that serum, and I'm thinking that maybe I'll get this one just because I really like Glow Recipe as a brand. Their products really work on my skin, and I really like that serum, so I'm thinking that this cleanser could be really good. And it also says nourishing, makeup removing. I mean, that is what I use my cleanser for, as like a second step. So yeah, I think I will be getting this one. I think this one is up on Sephora right now. I don't know if it's available, but I will link it down below. But it has ceramides, prebiotics, postbiotics, colloidal oatmeal, which is good for like calming the skin a bit, avocado oil. December 27th is when it's being available at Sephora. I think that I will be purchasing that one because I'm almost out of my cleanser, and I think I want to try this one. There is a new mini eyeshadow palette from Rare Beauty. So there is a Sincerely Me Mini Eye Essential. So there is a mini eyeshadow palette and a mini mascara in like a little set. This is $25. I don't know if this is available on Sephora yet. I think she's selling it through Instagram, but we will see. We'll be able to find and put down in the description box if you're interested. I think it looks like a fun color scheme, but the darkest color is a shimmer, and I think it's a pressed glitter in the middle. I want to try Rare Beauty eyeshadows because a lot of things from Rare Beauty I really like. Oh, I have that Rare Beauty highlighter as well. We can try that one in that video as well. I just don't think the color stories that she's offering in her eyeshadow palettes are meant for me. Like, it's not meant for the kind of makeup that I like to do. And sometimes you can look at a product and you can realize I'm not gonna love this, and I hate buying makeup that I don't think I'm gonna like. Like, that makes me disappointed. I don't like buying stuff and realizing that I wasted my money on something that I don't like. So I try to be a little bit more cautious with my money and only buying stuff that I think I'm gonna enjoy. And I don't think that this is gonna be for me, so I am opting out from that one. And it's the same with this one. This is from Benefit Cosmetics, and they are releasing a Fluff Up Brow Flexible Brow Texturizing Wax. And I like everything about that name except flexible. I don't want my brows to be flexible. I want my brows to be plastered on. I want my brows to be like cement. I don't want them to go anywhere. I want them to be on to the point that, like, when they're done, I could go through a full season of The Walking Dead and they're still like this. That's the kind of hold I want. So when I see flexible, I'm like, no, absolutely not. This is a clear, crunch-free, creamy flex wax. I don't want that. Natural looking brows. I don't think that this is for me, but if you're looking for something that can tame your brows without totally making them like hold, because I wanna hold. I want to hold capital letters. Maybe this could be for you. It has a lot of waxes and oils and butters in it. I don't think that this will be for me. I'll try and see if I can try out the formula, like try the texture if I see it in the store, but it doesn't sound like this is what I'm looking for. This one is coming soon, and this is from NYX Cosmetics, and this is the Fat Oil Lip Drip. I really like seeing popular formulas like lip oils. Lip oils have been all the rage this year, and I like seeing more formulas coming from the drugstore because I've liked a lot of lip oils this year and a lot of like liquid balms, and I'm just very excited to see more of them. I will say though, whoever is doing the packaging and the fonts and everything over at NYX, it looks very 1991 and not in a good retro way. It just cheapens the brand. I really think that there is so much potential with NYX. They have usually really good formulas, but their packaging and just their theming just makes them look a little dated, and like I said, not in a fun retro way, more in a like, where are you heading? Like, you are like 15 years too late for this, and also 15 years too early to be on trend again. So yeah, I'm not loving the theming of the brand NYX, but there's a lot of products from NYX that I really like, and I like the color selection here. There's a warm brown down in the corner that I think is going to be the one that I try out because I love a lip oil and I love NYX. This one is only available in Canada right now, but it's coming to the US soon, and I think that this looks nice. I think I'm gonna be trying this one out. I just wish that they had another packaging. Something else that I saw when I was looking for that foundation that I talked about last week from NYX is that they also re-released their Vivid Brights liquid liners. These are really nice. I will say I actually like the old Vivid Brights liners that they had. I had quite a few of them. If you've been on my channel for, well, 5, 6 years, you know that I did use those quite often. They do crack a little bit if you layer them, but the thing is, and this is why I didn't buy any of these, I tried some of the liquid liners from NYX that they released quite recently, and they were really bad. Like, they were cracking and peeling off, and they were worse than the old Vivid liners because those you could work with and these you could not, and I didn't like them at all. Like, I decluttered all of them. This was maybe 2 years ago because I got them sent to me from NYX in Sweden. But yeah, I didn't like them at all, and that's the reason why I didn't buy these, because I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm ready to be disappointed again. But I cannot wait to see what people think of these, because if they love them, I will definitely pick some of them up. But I was like, I don't know. Although I will say that light blue and that light yellow, I might need that. Speaking of drugstore, the Revlon Illuminance Skin Caring Foundation is now on its way into Ulta. I did talk about this a while ago. They did have like a pre-sale on Amazon or something like that. So this one is about to be released at Ulta. This will not be the foundation from the drugstore that I try. I'm actually using that new True Match from L'Oreal. I'm using that one today. I got mine in W4, which is a warm light medium, and I love this. This is the second time I'm using this one. I will have a video, I think it's coming on the 28th, where I'm trying out some new makeup and chatting a little bit about like our year here in the US, and I'm trying that foundation for the first time, and I wore that foundation for 13 hours and it was flawless. So I'm really enjoying that foundation right now. I will be wearing it a little bit more, and of course I will be trying out that new NYX one as well. I just think that the way that those two that I bought are described sounded a little bit more like foundations I would like, and an illuminating skin caring foundation sounds like something that might be a little bit too dewy or radiant for my preference. I don't like that on my skin, but I am very intrigued to be watching reviews on it though. I cannot wait to see what other people think about it. There's also been like e.l.f. is out here duping everyone. Listen, this might be the year of dupes, but I love seeing how people are loving the dupes from e.l.f. and then when other brands are doing them, people are like, no. e.l.f. is out duping the NARS lipsticks. They look exactly like the NARS lipsticks. I will say some of these shades look really nice. They're $9. They're available in 10 shades. I saw them at Ulta. They are satin lipsticks. They're called the e.l.f. Face Satin Lipstick. I'm not getting the reference there, but it might be that, I mean, sometimes when you're not 100% fluent in the language, you sometimes lose insider jokes or nuances, so I'm not totally getting the reference. The e.l.f. Face, like e.l.f. Face, oh my god, I'm getting demonetized. Yeah, but it's available now. Don't demonetize me. Let's move on. I am not usually the biggest fan of the whole aesthetic around House of Sillage. I am a lover of high-end things. I'm not even gonna try and brush that under the rug. I'm a big fan of quality over quantity. I am the kind of person that would rather save up and buy one thing instead of buying 10 things. That is me, but I don't like over-the-top, obvious, luxurious things. I don't like super bougie looking, gaudy, bling, you know, the silver furniture, the chandelier, this kind of a packaging. That's not me. That's not the kind of luxury I'm looking for. I feel like I want more quality, understated luxury when it comes to my preferences. With that being said, I think that this is the prettiest packaging that House of Sillage has ever done. They are doing a collection together with Avatar, Way of the Water, and I actually think that this one looks really cute. They managed to just reel it in a little bit and not totally like Swarovski the whole thing up, because they, listen, if they can bedazzle it, they will bedazzle it. I just cannot pay $425 for a perfume. Not even if it's touched by the Holy Spirit. Like, it's not happening. I'm sorry. This is Bergamot Pear Cassis, which sounds lovely. I love bergamot and cassis. But then it's Rose, Tuberose, and Ylang Ylang, which means that it's gonna turn into a floral perfume. That's not for me. You know my journey isn't floral perfumes. And then it's Amberwood, Musk, and Tree Moss. This sounds a little bit more florally than I would like. And even if this was my perfect perfume, I don't know if I could muster $425. It's just too much. They're also having Avatar Amplifier Collection, and this is 4 15 milliliters. I think you're supposed to either mix this or use it on its own, or just, I think you're supposed to like, it's like a mix and match set. Choose your own adventure kind of a thing. It's $125, and they have ocean, reef, rainforest, and sky. I love the idea of that, but to buy these two together is $550, and I would just rather buy another designer bag. I'm sorry, but no. No! I've never heard about this brand in my entire life, but I thought that these looked like little luxurious candies, so I wanted to talk about it. This is Tintark Cosmetics, and they're having creamy highlighters, and there's also a big jumbo highlighter, the one that has several different colors, and there is an illuminating setting spray. These look very, very cute. I mean, it is the packaging that's making them look nice. It is like a frosted plastic, and then there is the swirly, I'm guessing it's like a baked formula. I think it looks really, really cute. It is available now. I will link it down below, but honestly, I think these look nice. I don't know what color would be for me. I don't know if I need another highlighter at this point, but I will say this is how I think that, like, if you're a new makeup brand, you kind of need to do something that makes people go like, oh, that's appealing, and this looks appealing. I am slightly intrigued by this one because if you have ever watched me use the About Face liquid paints, I have said that I wish that they would layer better with other formulas when it comes to liquid eyeshadows. They don't layer great together with other liquid eyeshadows, which is a shame if you want to add some shimmer. But now they're releasing their new like their glitter or like shimmer formula themselves. I think this is the Fractal glitters that they've had before, but it's in a new packaging to match the matte paints that they have, and I think that's really cute, and it makes me be more interested in them as well. So I think I might pick one of these up. These are available now. I'm sure they're coming to Ulta as well because About Face is available at Ulta. They're $16 each. There's 8 different shades. There is one that is a bright blue. There's a teal. There's like a gold. There's some colors. There's some neutrals. I am intrigued, and I think I will be picking one of these up because I want to see how these jive with their shadows, since I have experienced some problems getting their matte eyeshadows to mix with other brands' shimmer shadows. So I am intrigued. This makes me intrigued. This also makes me intrigued. I don't know if I will be picking this one up because I feel like maybe this is a little rich for my blood. This is, I love Olaplex. I washed my hair with Olaplex this morning. I even bought a new shampoo of Olaplex because I dyed my hair and I only had the detoxifying and the violet shampoo from Olaplex. I went into Sephora, I bought a ginger eyebrow pencil, and I bought the original Olaplex shampoo because I love Olaplex. I really think it works for my hair, and they are releasing a 4D Clean Volume Detox Dry Shampoo. I am intrigued by this because Olaplex works so good for me and because I love dry shampoos. But I also will say that the Batiste dry shampoos work so good for me. So when you've already found something that's affordable that works for you, do you really need to be on a journey to find something more expensive to try out? I feel like that's like asking to spend more money, and I don't know if I need that. It's $30. But it also is for your scalp as well. And I mean, your scalp is part of the problem as to like why your hair might get dirty quick. But my hair doesn't get dirty quick. I only wash my hair once a week. But it says it detoxifies and maintains scalp conditions between washes. Rice starch absorbs excess oil to prevent buildup, while skin-friendly key active ingredients calms and soothes. Sounds really nice. I don't know, what do you think? Is it worth trying out? Oh, we also saw a new collection from Juvia's Place. Juvia's Place usually releases something right around Christmas, like either just before Christmas or just after Christmas. It kind of is their tradition at this point, and they have released their candy shop collection. I'm loving the packaging with the blue and the pink. I do have a code with Juvia's Place. My code is Angelica. For some reason, there's a Juvia's Place is basically the only place where the code is different, and you can get 10% off your order. There is a palette, and then there are some candy shop butter glosses in 5 shades. And they are those kind of swirly glosses that we talked about some weeks ago. Basically, swirly glosses has been around for years and years and years. And now Juvia's Place is coming out with some of them. There seems to be an orange one. How am I noticing this now? Is that orange? I might need to get the orange one. I will not be picking this palette up. And the main reason is I am on a low buy and I want to be reviewing less makeup, and I don't know if you have thought about that, but during my vlogmas I've actually only done 3 dedicated videos out of almost 40 videos that has been dedicated eyeshadow palette videos. I did one on the strawberry shortcake, I did one on the palette that I'm wearing today, and then I did one on the new Tape palettes. Those are the only 3 releases that I've actually done dedicated reviews on during this entire vlogmas season. So I have like almost 40 videos and those are the only 3, and I feel very good about that. I mean, vlogmas is already a stressful time and I'm just trying to not overdo it for myself, and it's been really nice to just been able to really play with the things I have, and also been able to like truly try out the things that I have been reviewing. And yeah, I'm gonna try to buy as little eyeshadow palettes as possible, because eyeshadow palettes by far is the thing that I receive the most in PR as well. And most of my favorite brands I actually am very lucky to receive PR from. So I'm trying to be smart with my purchases and not overspend on eyeshadow palettes specifically, because I know I'm gonna have enough to review anyways, and I know that I'm gonna have stuff that I probably really love when it comes to that. There is a new eyeshadow palette actually coming to the drugstore. I've never tried Pacifica myself, but this is Pacifica Purple Nudes. I tried the bronzer, I didn't love that one, but maybe the eyeshadows are great, because I will say this is a great color story, and coming from the drugstore I think that this looks really nice. It is $18, which is like fairly affordable for this amount of shades, I would say, at the drugstore, especially if the quality is good. I have no idea. Please let us know, is Pacifica good quality when it comes to eyeshadows? What would you compare it to? Is it Essence, because I didn't like the Essence shadows that I tried, or is it Colourpop, or is it L'Oreal? Like, what would you compare it to? I think it looks really cute. It goes from dark to light, bunch of purples, some neutrals. I actually think they did a good job with that color story, of course depending on what the quality is. Here's a brand that we don't talk about every day, and that is Stila. And Stila has come up with some new things, and if I'm not totally mistaken, I feel like I saw these over at Ulta when I was like going through the news. And this is Heaven's Dew All Over Glimmer Highlighter. And this is a cream to powder. It's one of those putty highlighters. They've had those from before. I think, just from looking at how this looks, I think that this is going to be like the Fenty Diamond All Over Glow, you know, that like putty glittery wet look highlighter. I think that this is going to be like that. This is just my guess. And then there is a blurring stick, a smoothing primer, a lip enzyme exfoliator that has a little applicator that actually looks really cool. And then there is a Stay All Day Artistics micro liner. These are eyeliners, super fine eyeliners. It seems to come in a brown and a black. I think that highlighter, if it is a putty highlighter, seems very intriguing. And also that blur stick. I like the idea of a blur stick. I know I tried one from NYX a couple of years ago and it did nothing. Like, it really did nothing. It was like putting on dry chapstick on your face. I feel like this could be a really fun release, especially if you are after something fun and new and exciting to add to your collection, but you don't really subscribe to the whole idea of single shadows, because single shadows can be fun but also can be a little overwhelming, and it's like, where do you store them and how do you know that you're getting the right ones and blah 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 blah, and how do you make sure you don't get dupes? I totally hear you. Sugar Drizzle is coming out with a mini holographic eyeshadow palettes, and it is gonna be $45, but this is 6 holographic eyeshadows, so they have holographic particles in them, and I have tried eyeshadows like this before. I do a video like that on my channel. I'm trying them from Glam Shop, and you buy them as singles, and they are a really cool concept, and in low light you can or in sunlight you can really see how it shifts in holographic particles, and it's a really cool effect. And you definitely do not need more than a 6-pan like this. 6 different colors that you can wear with your eyeshadows. It really gives a cool effect, and it's the perfect like little accessory to just add to your like party makeup, because you can just dab this on top of your eyeshadow and just be done, to be honest. So I think that this is a cool idea, and I do appreciate them releasing this in a little bit more of an accessible 6-pan. It's not too many, it's not too few, it is easy and accessible. You close the lid, it's already been curated for you. I think it is a cool idea. I think I have a code with Sugar Drizzle. I'm pretty sure my code is Angelica. I will put it down below. This is coming on January 1st. I will leave a link down below. Let us double check so we are not missing out on anything, but I think that that will be it. Ooh, let's actually talk about these. There are new colognes coming from Jo Malone, and I love Jo Malone. These are rose inspired though. I actually do like rose, but I don't know if I like it enough to have it in a perfume. But it is a red roses, a rose blush, and then there is a rose water and vanilla. Okay, so one is like rose with some vanilla, one is like a red roses that has a little bit of honeycomb and lemon in it, and then the rose blush is more of a fresh roses with some basil and white musk. If you love roses, I think it's really intriguing to have like just a series with rose perfumes. I know that Tom Ford did that last year as well, just had a whole rose perfume collection. I like roses, but not enough to buy like a full perfume of it. I like the rose scent that Pixie has. I really enjoy that in their skin. I enjoy that in their skincare. I think it's really nice because I feel like it smells like fresh roses and not like potpourri. Like it smells really nice. So I know that's not for everyone, but I like it. If I find this one, I will put it down below. I actually think that if you love roses, that could be really nice. I have a doggo here. Can I move back, sweetie? Had to move the dog. She is so upset with me. Anyways, I hope you're having an absolutely amazing day. If you're wondering about any of these things, don't forget to check the description box down below. If you're wondering about what I have on my face, that is going to be in the pinned comment. I will have a video tomorrow, and I will have a video on Christmas Day, and I will have a video on the 26th as well, because after Christmas, after Vlogmas, I'm just going back to my normal scheduling. So actually, if we're gonna be 100% honest, I'm gonna have videos every day of December, except I think New Year's Eve, which is a Saturday, right? I think that's the only day that I'm not having a video. So we just keep chugging, and then we'll see how it ends up being in January. This is the last video that I'm filming on Vlogmas, so I hope you're having an amazing holiday season, and I will see you tomorrow in a new video. Bye!